Hey there, Cindy Hackett at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Drysdale Properties in Modesto, California. How are you doing on this sort of gray afternoon? I hope you're doing well. And stay away from the germ bugs because I'm telling you, they're out there right now in full force. So this week we are welcome to Market Watch Wednesday, where we are totally unrehearsed and very much on the fly and impromptu. This is where we look at, hey Jamie, this is where we look at what's gone on in the real estate market in the past 24 hours from one Wednesday to the next in all of the counties that serve in all of the counties that are served by our multiple listing service. That's from Placer County all the way south to the western half of Merced. We look at new listings, properties that are back on market, price reductions, pending properties, and sold properties. And all those categories are single-family residences, halfplexes, duplexes, apartment buildings, condos, whatever you can think of, business opportunities, lots and lands, and commercial properties. And so we start off with new listings. New listings are down this week 18.4%. Last week we had 180, and this week we have 152. Are back on markets. These are people that for whatever reason had to go off the market. Maybe they needed to make some improvements to their property to get the amount of return that they needed to see. And so those are down 18.3% as well, from 58 properties last week to 49 this week. We have price reductions. Those are up a little bit. Last week we were down. There were 13 point less price reductions. This week, I'm sorry, did I say up? Sorry. This week we have 20% less. That number might be wrong. We had 145, that number is correct. We had 145. You'll have to forgive me. Sorry, I'm running on low energy today. Last week we had 174 price reductions. This week we had 145 for a difference of 20%. And then our pending properties, that went up a little bit. I'm happy to see that number from 14.9% up from, let's just call it 15, right? We had 171 properties that went under contract last week, and this week we had 201. And then lastly, we started looking at the sold numbers last week because I wanted to start watching those from one week to the next. And I see those last week we were at 189 properties sold, closed, escrow. And this week we're at 181 for a difference of 4.4%. All right. So from time to time, we talk about interest rates. And this past week, they went kind of up, kind of down. Mortgage rates change all the time, and maybe at some point I will interview a lender, but mortgage rates change all throughout the day. So when we talk about our interest rates going up or our interest rates going down, we're talking about the Fed. We're talking about the interest rate in general. We're not talking specifically about mortgage rates, and mortgage rates fluctuate day to day, hour to hour. So this past week, we saw no change in the mortgage rates. They did not go up. They did not go down. And so I do believe that that does account for our rise in pending numbers. I've also heard rumor through the grapevine that mortgage rates, they're considering not raising mortgage rates next year. Just a vicious rumor that I heard, maybe a fantastic rumor. So we will keep an eye on that. That is fabulous for our first-time buyers. And remember, I've said it before, but you may have missed it on an earlier broadcast. First-time buyers control the market. They're the ones that move the market. Because if you're already a homeowner and your first-time buyers can't qualify interest rate-wise, they can't qualify to buy your home, you aren't moving either. So the mortgage market is driven by first-time buyers. So we need to protect their affordability and not let it get too out of hand. All right. I hope you do some fun Christmassy holiday things this weekend. Spend some time with your family and hold them close. We had a bit of a family emergency, family disaster in our disaster in our family this past weekend. And so that's all I'm going to say about that, except grab your loved ones and give them a hug, and we got to all stick together. All right. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you back here next Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.